chapter 2 of Pursuing God, Mitikai Oyasin. So let me tell you about pursuing God, illustrating how to pursue God by illustrating how not to pursue God. This sticks in my craw. How so many people in this nation have got it completely wrong. Because you got folks, first of all, they create this artificial divide of left and right, of Democrat and Republican, conservative and liberal, or progressive. And it's an artificial divide because the idea that there's only two kinds of people, two kinds of chocolate and vanilla, and that's it. And believe me, pun not intended. That's just the wrong way to go about things. Because I told you that it feels good to do good for other people. That is an immutable law of the universe. Even the most selfish, narcissistic bastard out there feels good about doing things for the people that are important to him or her. It could just be a child or a spouse or a best friend. But they seek validation from that person or those people. So for them, the idea of community is very, very small. But I'm telling you that the community is the world. So when folks from the left say that the folks on the right are trash and divorced from reality and less than human, that they'll go out and do kind things for other people on the left, other people they approve of. But for the right, forget them, they're trash. And for the folks on the right to say, hey, I'm doing the right thing, but those folks on the left, hey, I'm willing to talk to people. And those folks on the left, they're not willing to talk to people. But then when they try to prove that they're compassionate and that they're empathetic and they're open to new ideas, then they show to you, nah, they're not. Because if you don't believe in what they say, well, you're not patriotic and you're not American and you too are a piece of trash. You are denying the essence of this beautiful creation, of this beautiful, compassionate, intelligent design. When God says, be kind to others. Be kind to your neighbor. Don't define who your neighbor is. I know who your neighbor is. That other person that is standing right in front of you or aside you or behind you. The person that's down the street that you don't even see right now because you have yourself locked inside your house. That person is your neighbor. And you need to be kind to them. And you need to understand them. And you need to try to listen to them. Not try. You need to listen to them so that eventually you can understand them. That's your neighbor. Don't limit your idea of the kindness that you should put out in the world. Because if you limit it, I'm telling you right now, you don't know God. And that sounds arrogant of me. I get that. And I do not believe that I know God as well as I will know God tomorrow, next year, 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now. To me, it's an ongoing process. But for you to say that I am only going to show God's kindness and mercy to those people that I wish to do it to, you do not know God. You are trying to fit God. You're trying to shoehorn God, your conception of the divine, into your narrow beliefs. God is more expansive than that. Now, there are people out there who say that they don't know God at all. They deny God. And most of them are saying, well, I'm only going to be kind to this one person, but I'm not going to be kind to that piece of trash over there. But if you took the time to actually get to know God, to get to know the divine, to get to know the grace and the beauty and the intellect, and the strength that God will infuse you with, that God created you with, you get to know that God, you will understand the beauty of sharing and celebrating that God with everyone, with everyone, with everyone. And to part 2. Peace Four Fingers.